And I think vets are supposed to look like supermodels.
Maybe I should put the stethoscope back on.
Do you want the stethoscope?
Sure.
Oh, here.
Yep, now we're live.
Lord knows it matches my hair.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's been a wild, wacky morning already. But with that said, we are live here on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And with me this morning, we have the lovely Dr. Michelle from Sparta Veterinarian Clinic, if I said that right.
Sparta Road Veterinary.
Sparta
Yes,
Road,
ma'am.
okay. And with that said, she's just got a quick minute with us. So some exciting stuff is going on in your practice. And
Yes,
you just want to
ma'am.
reassure everybody things are going great
Mhm.
and clear the air because a lot of things people are getting
There's a lot of
confused.
rumors.
So I heard that Dr. Young retired like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but he didn't, he was going to retire, but he hasn't, right?
Kind of.
Okay.
It was an interesting situation.
Okay.
I bought the clinic about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Right. So yeah,
I did not know that.
I
Okay.
did.
Something
I
new.
did.
I learned every
I
day.
purchased the clinic about 5 years ago, like 6 months before COVID hit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, great time to purchase a new
Exactly.
building
You
and a
didn't
new
even know.
practice. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it was wonderful. And at the time, it was just I'd been there with Sam and Linda for about 5 years. I mean, he's been my mentor for how long?
Yeah.
And so basically, what we were doing was we were just changing it over to where he didn't have to do any more of the paperwork.
Right.
Right. And so,
Make it easier. for him.
exactly. So I take care of all the paperwork and all of the managing and all of that
Yeah.
fun stuff, and he gets to go fishing on Wednesdays.
When he wants to, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So that is the kind of where it started and everything. And then a couple of years ago, he decided let's back off a little bit more, and
Yeah.
so he went to contract work and that kind of stuff. So
Oh, wow.
just coming in to help us with some surgeries and everything along
Yeah.
those lines now. So and it's it's just gotten more and more to that point and everything.
Yeah.
So but that's
But as
where
far
we're
as
at
Sparta
now.
Road Veterinarian Clinic goes, you guys are booming. You're still open for
We're
business.
great. We're great. I mean, post-COVID, everybody got dogs and cats at COVID, and
did.
so now we have all of our sweet little babies coming in and
Mhm.
everything going on. And believe it or not, the whole veterinary industry is just overwhelmed.
I can
right
imagine.
now.
Yes.
Just overwhelmed right now. We've got lots of dogs and cats and animals coming in, and we love seeing those babies come in, and
Yeah.
it just sometimes I feel like my hair's catching on fire.
I just saw like 10 labs last night that were born.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh,
it was
yeah.
great.
Oh yeah,
Puppy love.
puppy love,
And the nasty breath, but it's so pretty.
But believe it or not, that's my favorite part of the job
Oh.
is the puppy breath. It's
Aw.
like I get that.
Yeah. But if anybody is in need of any veterinarian services, what's the phone number they can call you at?
Oh, wonderful. 931-668-2393.
And do y'all have any social media they
We
can follow you
do.
on?
We have our lovely little Sparta Road Veterinary Clinic website.
Okay.
You're more than welcome to go on. It's got a link to our online pharmacy. You can actually buy from our online pharmacy your medications,
Okay.
just like you could from all those big box
Yeah.
online pharmacies. And you're supporting small, independent,
That's correct.
female-owned,
Mhm. Yeah.
local,
Shop
shop local. We
local.
like the shop local and
Yeah.
everything. So, oh yeah, and we do have a Facebook page as well. We're not on it as much, but if there are closures or weather or something like that, we'll post that to our Facebook.
And you can
page.
always let us know here too, because we send out text
Thank
messages.
you.
so
Oh, we love that. Well,
Any-
thank you very much. Miss Kelly.
anything we can help you with.
Oh,
let
I
me
appreciate
know.
it. I appreciate it.
But before I let you go, because I know you have surgeries this morning,
Yeah.
is
we
there
gotta get to it.
anything else you want to get out there? so
Oh,
people know?
we've got some new and exciting things going
Okay.
on. We've got some new doctors that have come in.
Okay.
We had Dr. Kara Campbell come and join with us a couple of years ago. I think she's about 2 or 3 years
Okay.
in with us now. She's wonderful, wonderful. She loves soft tissue surgeries and
nice.
she's sweet as can be. Hometown girl.
Okay.
And I'm actually got hopefully a new doctor coming in here soon.
Okay.
His name is Dr. Shay Noonan.
AKA Dr. McDreamy is what I'm hearing.
I'm
just gonna throw that
sorry.
out there.
I'm sorry,
Sorry.
ladies. He does have a girlfriend.
He's taken.
He is taken, but
Sorry.
dang it, he's 6 foot something and
Tall, dark, and handsome. Is this what I'm hearing?
he's blonde and it's like a little
Ooh.
wavy.
Beach boy.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, it's her best friend's man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She's
But I'm excited. So y'all are expanding. You're ever
We're
so growing.
expanding, and we are doing a new remodel.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are doing a remodel. We're going to do complete new lobby, complete new, upgrade
That's
and that kind of stuff. So
great.
please, guys, we're going to have some construction going on and some painting and stuff like that. Work with us. We do appreciate everything, and you
Mhm.
don't know how much we have loved you just being
Right.
able to help out everybody here in the
Mhm.
clinic and here in the county. That
Yeah.
when people come to me and they talk about what can we do to help improve Warren County, I'm sitting here going, okay, what can I do to help the animals and all
Yeah.
this kind of stuff. So
Because the animals live here too. I get it.
that's how my brain works. I go straight to helping the babies.
Well, with that said, I have a dog that
Mhm.
has issues with skin allergy and
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I was telling Melody the other day, I was like, I need to get her in there because
Yeah,
we're finally
yeah.
figuring out a new thing through where we take her to get clean,
Mhm.
where the
Mhm.
hemp shampoo is helping
Helping
and
with
not
the
dry and not
anti-inflammatory.
drying her.
Yeah,
She air
yeah.
dries now.
Uh-huh.
And so I didn't know if there's like,
yeah, heat can irritate the skin
Mhm.
and that kind of stuff.
and I didn't know if there's like a shot she needs to be on or
I
a
need
pill
to do
or
some checking. I need
Yeah.
to do a little blood work, see if this little old lady has some thyroid issues.
She might. She might. I mean, she's kicking. She's at 18 now.
hey, and to live to the ripe old age and to get into those 18 years, that's a blessing. That means you've taken great care of her.
I'm telling you, I
Yeah.
should have. She's got a $250 orthopedic bed. So I better. I don't care to admit it.
No, me
You know,
neither. Me neither.
And I let her eat sometimes what she wants because I'm like, well, obviously, you're getting up there.
My house has cat tunnels through it for
Oh,
my
that's
cats to be
nice.
able to get around, and my smaller dogs can fit through them too.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, it's really nice having you. I know you got to get surgery ready, but if you ever need anything, just know that Warren First is here for you, okay?
Thank you, Ms.
You're
Kelly.
welcome.
I do
Anytime.
appreciate you having me on, and it's been a pleasure chatting with
You
you.
too. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Bye, Dr. Michelle.
Bye, guys.
With the crazy bright hair. Now, real quickly, to do a nice, fun segue while I'm a little bit tardy for the party, let's go, friends.
All right.
I don't know if we get more streams on this, you're gonna have to come here every day.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
only-
killing me, Smalls.
I know, right? My good friend, partner in crime,
Right?
brother from another mother,
That's right.
is Duke Rice.
Hello, everybody.
back together.
Boy, I tell you what, it was a hard negotiation for this to happen, but
Oh yeah.
yeah.
But it
So-
took a little, planning.
Yeah.
And a wedding.
Yes.
So, but he's here, and I'm so excited. So everybody's asked me,
Yeah.
like how you been doing, where you live. Some people joked about you moving to Alabama. Let's just go there.
Yeah.
But tell everybody what you're doing.
Okay, so yeah, I'm still on radio. I
Yep.
left here to get back into radio, and I'm the program director for a country radio station in Dothan, Alabama, and I do mornings, co-host mornings with a guy. It's kind of funny because
Elvis is in
across the street, what's the guy's name? Colt Denathan? Is
I
that
think
his-
that's right.
something like that. Anyway, he's the Elvis guy. Is going to be at
Yeah.
the Park Theater this weekend. Well, the guy that I work with, do mornings
Uh-huh.
with, Jerome Jackson, he is an Elvis tribute artist as well, and he knows. He knows.
He knows him?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
It's
every
almost-
Elvis knows him.
It's almost like a cult.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
no, it's so yeah, that'll be a fun show. Like I said, seeing Jerome do his Elvis thing, he does it about once a quarter down in Dothan, and he does some Christmas parties and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
really, really good. And if you ever happen to be, if you have Peacock, what was the name of that show? There was a rodeo show where I told you that he was on it. They brought him in.
Oh my gosh.
And I forgot what the name of that show was.
Was
But anyway,
it the dating show?
no.
No. I'm thinking of Farmers. How to Date a Farmer.
But anyway, the show that they did on Peacock, he's a client of ours.
Yellowstone?
No.
I'm thinking now. I'm throwing out names. I'm just
Oh.
throwing it out there.
I'd have to look it up. But anyway, yeah. But they
See,
threw a birthday
already
party.
picked up 3 more viewers.
Three. Oh, we got 3 people. All right, sweet, nice.
Hi, everybody.
So I just want to say, seeing Kelly and what she's done here with this Warren First 931, it's not surprising as successful as it is.
Yeah. Thank
And,
you.
with the chamber thing last week and seeing the huge turnout, many moons ago when we were talking about having a morning show,
Yep.
it was like, who would we want to partner up with for a morning show? And the first person that came to my mind was Kelly, because a couple of things. She's an entertainer, and she's also a community oriented. And, there's no secret on having a successful radio station. You got to be community involved. Yeah, for sure. And so, so with all that said, and then she got stuck with me, which was only supposed to be for 3 months, ended up being like 12 years.
Well, let's say that Shannon Solo was my first one. And
Oh my gosh.
It was short-lived.
It was very short.
I want to say it that way and end it that way. And then Duke had to retrain me in everything. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then true story, through the first year, I'm like, hey, what about da-da-da? And he looked at me and like, what are you talking about? I'm like, and he was like, that is not how you do those things. But I wouldn't be to where I am today without his leadership, because he showed me how to talk on the radio.
Yeah.
Because he was like, Kelly, I know you have a lot to say. And he would joke about hitting the mute button.
Yeah.
And I think he did a lot. But with that said, you taught me how to talk and how to shorten it. But then when I get on this, I feel like now I can talk about.
Yeah.
There's no stopping
There's no,
button.
there's no getting back to music. There's no. Commercials to have to be played and news to be played and all that stuff. I mean, I know you do those features and stuff like that here, but as far as the radio element goes, everybody tells you that, get back to the music, get back to the music. And if the conversation is good, then people are going to be entertained by it.
Correct.
And keep on watching and keep on listening. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you. This is like
well.
an impromptu last minute red ribbon. This is your speech at the red ribbon. Right?
Just a week behind.
Just a week behind.
Just a
Hey,
week behind.
I'll take it. I'll
Yeah.
take it. Because when he came knocking on the door, I was not even ready. And Miss Michelle was here, and then Melody comes through the door too. Everybody's coming through the door. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, I was thinking.
It's a great day already.
I was thinking, it's like, okay, is the door locked to get in? How am I supposed to get in there? That's what I was thinking. It's
Well,
just like,
Dr. Michelle was coming, so I leave that door unlocked.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, and I leave
And
that
so-
one unlocked.
The truth of the matter is, okay, so we were up here for
Yeah, we have
my wife's nephew's wedding. Yeah, I feel like I'm an artist. I'm drawing flies here. And so I was like, you know what? I didn't tell Kelly we were coming, but I
Yep.
want to make sure she wanted to do her podcast. Originally, this was supposed to be while she was on live streaming doing the podcast. I was going to pop
Yeah.
in and surprise her while it was going on. And, typical Kelly fashion.
You're not here to start it. So. Plus, it's not. It's
Oh,
hey,
man.
listen.
Hey, where's my coffee and my tenderloin biscuit that
Next
you used to
door. Next door. I was at Tammy's this morning. I could have gotten
That's
it
funny.
to you.
Yeah.
But no. But yeah, I'm so glad you're here. I know you guys are hungry. I don't want to keep y'all.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, we're here to visit, and,
Yeah.
and I know that you got your thing going on here this morning, but I don't know if we want to go grab something in a little bit, or whatever you want to do.
If y'all
your
want to
things-
go eat your breakfast,
Yeah.
because I got to do one more thing after this.
Okay,
We could do some. We can hang out.
Okay.
And then if we get hungry, we get hungry.
Yep. All right.
Good deal.
sounds good.
I'm so
All right.
glad he's here. My brother's here, and my
All right.
sister.
Thank you all.
Tara is here, by the way.
Yes, my wife
Tara's
is
a
here.
real thing. Because people are like, this is the work wife.
Yeah.
And that's his real wife.
Well, the funny thing is, we'd be at these events and stuff, like Back to the Strip and whatnot, and Kelly be pushing Walker around in a stroller, and
Oh yeah.
they're like, "Oh, your
It's a
baby
good kid.
looks, just I don't know which one it looks like. That's not my kid."
It's not his kid.
And then when Kelly announces that she's pregnant with Walker at Main Street Live,
Oh my gosh. I
And
hated that for Tara. I'm
Tara's
so sorry.
Aunt Grace is there and calls
Rest
Tara's
in
mom and tells her, "Hey, were you guys not going to let us know that Tara's pregnant?" And it's like, Tara's pregnant, and then she calls her mom. Tara's at the house. She just sitting at the
Yeah.
house, and she's like, "Tara's mom, do you want to tell us something?"
Yeah. This is true
Um,
stories. True
I don't.
stories.
What do I need to tell you?
Yeah.
That you're expecting? I am.
Well, you let everybody know at Main Street Live and not
That's
us.
right. Yeah.
And I was
got
like,
right up there,
never
announced
again.
it on the stage.
Never again.
I was like, "No, I didn't announce
Never
nothing."
again.
So,
And after that, we were very careful
Yeah.
on if we talked about pregnancies
Yes.
and divorces and marriages.
Yes.
Just to be safe.
And
'Cause
then
that's how close we are. We're
there
family.
was one day we were sitting at Sonic
Okay. Yeah.
eating lunch, visiting with Steve over there, and we're sitting there just chatting.
Like this.
And guys like, you guys are from the radio, aren't you? You're Duke and Kelly.
Yes.
It's like, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, you sound just like you do
You
on
do
the radio.
I was like thinking, are we supposed to sound any different? And I was like, do you want me in my radio voice?
That's
Do I
right.
need to change it?
That's right.
Which right now it sounds deeper because
Yeah.
I'm taking a steroid right now.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's bulking me up. You know. But it's really exciting that you guys are
Yeah.
here. We got more guests actually coming on.
I'll bail out and let your next guest.
Yeah, but they're gonna go eat breakfast right quick
Where's
at Cumberland. Yes. Yeah, I'm still getting used to the camera.
Yeah, I know it's kind of backwards.
It is. It's always backwards. See, I've already got so many views.
Oh boy.
Oh, hey, we're gonna have to now. Listen, I'm using StreamYard, y'all. So if you would like Duke Rice back, you can call him at. We can do it from Alabama every day.
Hey, listen.
Every
Okay,
day.
yeah. So we have StreamYard that we use as well, and so I have about a 20-minute segment to where I do nothing on the air from like 8:20 to 8:45.
Ooh, we may change our times.
So
If you want the Duke segment to come on the show, hashtag bring Duke back. But no, I love him to death. As soon as I get done, I'll holler back at y'all. We should be done here.
Am I coming in?
Now,
Here I come.
we're just keep rotating.
Hate these
It has
stools.
been I don't want to call it a manic Monday because it's really not.
Oh, I always say manic mom day, but it's
Mom
really not.
Day.
It's not a manic mom day either. It's just exciting. There's so much
It's
going on.
So much
I
going
love
on.
it.
So I'll kick it off, and then
Okay.
unless you want to say it. So
Well, I mean-
Melody does in our newsletter.
Just
She
hold on a minute.
is our spilling the tea
Oh,
page.
it's all backwards. Okay, sorry.
It's all backwards.
I know,
Yeah,
but
stop,
we're trying to
stop.
fix
That's
it.
why Duke was like, "I'm on this side, but it's weird."
Yeah,
You
okay.
get used to it though.
I
You get
know.
used
Well,
to
I
it.
noticed that one piece of hair. See, I'm still doing it. It's
It's okay. It's
okay.
It's okay, Mom.
I
Look.
got it fixed. It's
Okay,
fine.
okay. So with that said, Melody is our spilling the tea page person,
Yes.
and she gets a lot of information. Her and several other people Facebook messaged me and text messaged me and Instagram messaged me about a situation going on yesterday of some animal cruelty going on.
Yes.
Is how I'm going to say it. And with that said, I did get in contact with Sheriff Jackie Matheny Jr. and we did talk to him, and we do know that there will be a press release given out today,
Sometime soon.
sometime
But-
soon. And I should check my email as you're talking because you know what he told me. So you can
Yes.
go on that
Okay.
while I
I'm going to
check
go
my
on.
email.
Okay. So what has happened? There's not only a new sheriff in town, there's a new DA in town, and this animal cruelty business is going to stop. And that was one of the reasons I did vote for
Jackie.
Chris Stanford.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
The other
You
one,
said DA. I did
know.
not listen.
It's okay. For Chris Stanford to come in because he realizes that if you're being cruel to animals, you're going to be cruel to humans, and it's just a slippery slope.
Wow.
And he's already prosecuted one case, but this one yesterday was just horrible. And I'm going to be careful with what I say. But I can confirm, and it is public record if you want to go pull it, this guy has been in trouble for this before.
Mhm.
And he was allowed to have animals again. Hopefully that will not happen this time. Because they pulled, my understanding, again, we're waiting on the official press release, but I've confirmed this from several sources, is they pulled over 50 horses off of 2 properties. He has 3 properties. Supposedly we cannot confirm that third one is going to be taken care of today, but over 50 horses. I think 15 dogs survived, but there were a lot more where they found deceased animals. This is not a good situation, but I can say with
Great
my-
intent.
I can say with my confidence
Uh-huh.
that this time it will be handled correctly, that he will get the swift justice that he deserves. and that hopefully he will not be allowed to continue to do this.
Yes.
Once should have been enough. The fact that he was able to do this again with that many animals
Right.
on that many properties should never have happened. But
the situation's getting taken care
it
of.
is,
And we'll get more information. And once we get the press release, we will publish it
correct
on Facebook, Instagram, and then also on YouTube as well. So you guys can see that and get more details on it. Because like Jackie Matheny said, they were everything is under investigation. But he
Yes.
said that today there should be a press release. If it's not today, just be patient. But with that said, with this going on, there is a
rescue.
rescue
Now,
and rehab
don't-
facility.
I don't know much about that. I work a lot with the rescue groups, and we do have a couple that are here in town. I don't know much about this one, but Darlin Farms Inc. Rescue and Rehab has graciously taken in these horses and the dogs, but that is a lot to take on, and they are asking for the public's help. They have a list of things that they are needing, and they also have links to their PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and
Zella.
Zella. I'm not familiar with that.
ZELLE.
They are a 501c3 nonprofit animal welfare organization. They put in their tax ID. With this will be shared on the Warren First page, right?
It will, yes.
So if you are able to help in any way, please help this group out. I mean, that's a lot to take on, and God bless them for doing it, because
Right.
my understanding is it's a heartbreaking situation, the condition that these animals were in. They've got a long road ahead of them, but with the right people and the right amount of love, I have no doubt that they can recover. But again, that's a huge undertaking. So Kelly's putting that on the page right
I'm
now.
looking for it right now. Is it on your page?
It is on my page,
Okay.
but you know I post way too much.
I know. I'm looking. I'm looking. No. Am I friends with you on here?
I don't know.
You add it. You're on.
We'll get there.
We'll
we're
get
gonna
there.
we're gonna share it. We might just want to go directly to their page and share it from their page. But anyway, so yeah, if you can help, and it's a good thing that they're doing that. But
Because like we
it's
say,
just
we
developing
have,
story, but that's what we
you
know.
know, just like Melody, we all are involved in different types of organizations here, whether it's humans or animals.
Yeah.
And no one wants anybody to face any type of cruelty. And it's just so sad. So if, you know, and, you know, we even, you went to the Sammy farm. And
I
rescued-
did the Tennessee Cow Rescue. Golly, Denise is a saint.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do an article for the Warren First newsletter. I swear
Yeah.
I am. But let me tell you, she started with one cow. She still got that cow. Elizabeth, I believe, is what her name is. That
I
was a
think
hot
you're
minute
right.
ago. And she moved down here to Tennessee with this one cow and bought this farmland, having never owned a farm, and said, "This is what I'm going to do."
Yeah.
That's how much her heart is in it. And she has started this huge farm out there. I can't remember how many cows, but most of these cows are blind or have some other health condition. And she has just been a saint, and she's out there doing it on her own,
Yeah.
kicking butt, taking names. So volunteers are always welcome. But I think she did say that she was getting together with a couple of different vet programs, one at the high school and one at the college, maybe, to help get that out there. But yeah, so I mean, there are different kinds of rescues. There are a lot that deal with dogs and cats, but there are large animal
that
rescues
need help
also.
as well.
Because I mean, cruelty is cruelty. It can happen to anybody. And this county has a, unfortunately, long history of animal cruelty, and they don't value the life of an animal. They see it as property, and they can do whatever they want to it, and that's got to stop. That's
And
got
you
to.
know, and I know, before I let you go, the Tennessee Cow Rescue that she's talking about at Sammy Farms, they're having their red ribbon cutting on June the 11th. And that's
That's right, I forgot about that.
and that's going to be at 11:30. I don't know if it's going to be at the cow rescue place. I don't know all those details yet. But if you want to ever go visit the cow rescue at Sammy Farms, you can go on Sundays. She's got it open from I think it's 10 to 2. We have it on our calendar. You can actually register, whether it's a group of people or just yourself, and just hang out. They're always looking for people to volunteer, you know, hang out with the cat or animals, pet the animals, read to the animals.
Yes.
Just give them the comfort that they need for their last, whether it's their last few days or just the beginning of a new journey, as I say. And so,
Fun fact, cows love classical music. I don't know why that
as dumb
is.
as they are. right?
Well, I don't really think they're
My
dumb. I
dad
think
always
that
said they
have-
had a small brain.
I don't think that they do. I think that they get a bad reputation for being dumb, but I don't think that they are dumb. But they love classical music, and that always makes you smarter. So if you know how to play classical music, go out there and
There
start
you
playing
go.
violin in the
Practice
field.
it up. And then also too, I want to put it out there that as we're talking about this, you know, I know there's several drop-offs, or I call it dump-off places that people put at these end of the street corners that
Yes.
some people have created for dog and animal shelters, and they are as well doing the best that they can with the resources that they have.
Yeah.
And so if you know people that are rescuing dogs left and right because people are purposely dropping them off in your area or around that person's neighborhood,
Yeah.
always ask that person, is there anything I can do to help? Whether it's to pray about it, post about it, donate, get food,
Yes.
go help. You know, there's always a need for something, whether that's with, you know, humans that are in need or animals that are in need. You just got to figure it out. And I feel like, me and you said this before, if everybody donated $1 once a month to that one organization,
Yeah. I mean, it would just
think
make a
how much
huge difference.
money people could get in
Yeah.
one day. In one day, if everybody donated $1, say to the cow rescue,
Yeah.
and that 30 grand went that thing, the next day you donate another $1. Do you realize how much money?
It can make a huge
we could
difference, and
give
it's
away.
$1. You've got that in your couch cushions, underneath the seat of your
Mhm.
car, and change. It can be in change. They're not picky. Money is money.
That's correct.
I mean, and I know a lot because, as I said, I do work with multiple animal rescues, and I do know a lot of them have gotten to the point where they are transporting out of Warren County because
Yeah.
they started with adopting them, and then these animals would come back to them in worse shape than when they had rehabilitated them the first
Right.
time. And up north, the laws are so strict that there are basically no strays. So now Tennessee is transporting up there. So that's another thing that could be used for help kennels to get these animals up there, or gas money or anything like
Mhm.
that. But I mean, Kelly's right. Donate $1. Pick an organization. Just that's $12 in a year. But if 100 of you do that, my gosh, that could be a game-changing amount of money. And I've talked to you guys about this before with our nonprofits, and I know it's hard in the
Yes.
economy the way it is. But like I
Mhm.
said, that's under your couch cushions. That's in your laundry room. I mean, gather up the change.
And you know, might start here. The movement might start here.
Yeah,
Starting June 1st, be watching. You never know. We might start doing one charity a month.
yeah.
Why not?
Oh, that would be really
Yeah.
good.
I don't
I
care
would-
to start it.
Ah,
We talk about it. Why don't we just start it?
right? Ooh, I
You
think we're
heard it here
onto
first.
something. I think we're on
June
something.
1st. We're starting with the animals.
Yes.
We'll pick an organization. Let's do it. Why not?
Well, I mean, I
I
say we
haven't-
go ahead and start with this Darlin Farms then, because I mean, if they've got all
Why
these
not?
horses, let's go ahead and start with them.
Sure, starting June 1st. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Darling Farms Incorporated.
Yes, and I did share this onto your
Rescue
page.
and Rehab.
Yep.
We will start all month long. I will make a post on June the 1st where you can either meet me somewhere. You can call me at 931-305-0869, or you can Venmo it directly into the Warren First account, and you just make sure to put Darling Farms monetary donation.
There you
Done.
go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Why not? Once a month.
Let's
That'd
see
be
if we
fun.
can make a movement and make a change.
Yeah, and we can start with that.
This is going to be exciting. This is the kind of stuff I love.
So hopefully after lunch, we will get a press release.
Okay.
I just text. So
Okay. So stay tuned for that. We will figure out what's going on. And like I said,
and thank you for staying so diligent on this.
I'm trying. This is,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, this has been a passion of mine for a very long time. I've seen the horrors that have gone on. I've watched the Humane Society have all that money embezzled and nothing have been done by that.
Yeah,
You've
you've seen a lot.
we'll be at their location. The Tennessee Cow Rescue ribbon cutting will be at their location.
Thank you. I bet that's Lakeland. I'm going to just throw that out there.
Yeah, it probably is.
She's
Guru
social.
back there. She's
Mhm.
phenomenal. But yeah, Chamber of Commerce just commented that. So
Yeah.
yes, it is at Bourne Road.
I appreciate that.
But anyway, I've watched this for years, and I've watched it get ignored and put aside, and it doesn't really matter. And there's bigger issues. Well,
Yeah.
it's a gateway. If you're going to sit there and hurt a dog, hurt a cat, hurt any kind of animal, you're just going to slide into eventually doing that to a human being. It's got to
gotta
stop.
stop.
And they're people too. I mean, I know they're animals, but they're people too. They
And you
deserve
know-
the love. Every one of our
Yep.
animals is a rescue animal, and they are all a little wonky, but they're family.
They
I mean,
are. And with that said, before I forget, the Cow Rescue's location is 826 Boren Road.
there you go.
And that's where it's going to be. And we'll talk about more about that. And then another segue talking about things have to stop. Families in Crisis, New Beginnings. They're a domestic and sexual assault facility. Their big moving for a cause is coming up this Saturday. They
Okay.
partnered up with McMinnville Storage, and they what they're going to do, Scott, if you call McMinnville Moving and Storage, they will come and pick up your items for free that you want to get out of your house. Melody, if you need some spring cleaning.
That house needs more than spring cleaning.
But with that said, if you have gently used items, this Saturday is not only their Moving for a Cause Day, but McMinnville Moving and Storage's anniversary of when they first opened up. So
I love those guys. Let me tell you something.
Scott and
Those
them are amazing.
they hustle. When we moved into our house, I got the brilliant idea because my mother had passed. So I got the brilliant idea to move everything from my mother's house in Charlotte, North Carolina, and everything from our apartment condo duplex thing here in town into our house on the same day. And I got
Wow.
McMinnville Moving and Storage to handle the McMinnville end of it. And boy, did those boys hustle.
Yeah,
I have never seen anybody move. And let me tell you something, not one thing was broken
No.
or missing.
that's what I've
They
been
took
told.
great care. And let me tell you, I've moved a lot in my life, and there's always something that's been broken. Not one thing was broken.
I've
It
only
was
heard positive
awesome.
things with them.
They're
Yeah.
fantastic. They're fantastic.
And the one thing that's really cool about Scott and them, they have worked with families in crisis for quite some time now. And with that said, Christy and them, they don't even, when they go get stuff at places they move, if whether it's, domestic or related or not, sometimes there's stuff they leave behind, and Scott and them are like, do y'all even need that? And if they don't, they already loaded up and they take that stuff straight to the storage facility to Christy and them without even telling them. And Christy says it's like Christmas Day, like, oh my
I
God.
love that.
And that's how well they work together.
Well, it's a lot better than putting it in the dump.
I know. And again, like I said, they're looking for gently used items, whether it's mattresses, couches. You don't understand when, whether it's a man or a woman decides to leave their domestic situation, that they leave everything behind. 9 times out of 10, they very rarely get to take their. There's only, I want to say, 1% that have ever got what they needed, because it's very rare.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough when I left my domestic abuse situation to be able to get my stuff. But that's because the SOB was in jail.
Well, there
And
you
while
go.
I was in jail, I was able to get, but I did leave a lot behind that I considered expendable,
Yeah.
that maybe wasn't, but all the family heirlooms, things that were collectible, that were important to
You
me,
got
I was
those.
able to get.
Yeah, and some don't
Um,
get that luxury.
No, somebody did, some do not. And that's the worst part. And I think that's a lot of the reason why people are so reluctant to leave. And everybody, I hate it when people say, well, why didn't they just leave? What people don't
Yeah.
realize is there's so much brainwashing and so much manipulation before
Mental.
that first blow
Yeah.
is ever laid. But that by the time they hit them, these people think that they are worthless, that their family no longer wants them,
Yeah.
that they have no
It's mental.
place to go.
And they do. They
And
have-
it takes, I admire anybody who's been able to get out of that situation, because it takes so much strength
Mhm.
to start completely over with your life,
It is.
and you live in fear for so many
Mhm.
years. It's horrible, but it is survivable.
You can survive.
And,
And you're not alone. And that's
Yeah.
why people like Families in Crisis, Christy and Courtney in the group, have a phenomenal program.
yes.
They just now recently have a room. So if there's any sexual assault cases, they can actually be in a more private
Good.
setting and more comfortable setting. And it's just great that they're ever so expanding and growing.
Good.
And if you are ever in a need to get out of a situation or just to talk, I always say this to people in the first steps, depending on how deep you are, because Melody can agree with me. Bruises fade, but
Yeah.
words, the mental and emotional abuse,
Oh, it's worse.
it's way worse, and it sticks. And so that's the ones that are really hard to get out of. And with that said, you have to take baby steps. If you are watching this, you have to take baby steps. And knowledge is everything. Because if they're pounding words into you, you need to talk to yourself and get the knowledge behind what can I do. And by calling them at 931-473-6221, that is the crisis hotline phone number. And they will answer any of your questions. Just because you call them doesn't mean they're going to find you, call you out, look you up. If you want to just know how to do it step by step, they will lead you in that way. And I express that a lot because I think knowledge is power, and you have to get that power back, and that's the only way to do it. And so with that said, if you or someone you know is in a situation that they need help with, that you have done everything you can for them, give them the phone number. It's 931-473-6221. And Christy and them have every resource to start you over. If you need to be placed in a home somewhere, whether it's an apartment, safe house, whatever, they will get you to that. If you need court help, they have court advocacy people that will help you. There's lawyers that they have that do pro bono cases. So you don't have to worry about if you have an abuser that financially abuses you.
Yeah.
You could leave everything at your house if you wanted, and they will take care of you step by step.
I think people don't realize that there are actually 4 types of abuse. There is sexual, there is emotional, mental, and physical. And
financial.
And financial, sorry, there's 5. And sometimes you get all of those. And sometimes you get 1 or 2 of those, but it doesn't matter. Whatever abuse you're suffering, it's okay to get out.
It is.
I've been out for over 20 years. I am in a very loving, caring relationship.
You are.
And
hi, David.
You should be up here in a minute.
You should.
But I will say that even though I'm a lot stronger, I'm a lot feistier.
Yeah, you're sassy.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, you try to hit me, it's going to be on. But there are, I was telling you, I had an incident about 1.5 years ago where somebody lunged at me, and I thought I was completely healed, and I still went down into a fetal position. I mean, I completely just zoned out. It was horrible. And I was like, what was that? I mean, it takes years, and I thought I was completely healed. And it's hard, but it is doable. You can do this. If you're watching this and you're like, she's not talking about me. Yeah, I am. You can do this. You can get out. You can survive. You can start over. And I know that he tells you, oh, if you leave, I'll find you. No, they can make it so that he can't. It's okay. You can do this.
I can't say who it was, but when I worked at Families in Crisis, and then we'll leave on this because it's a positive story, just like Melody.
Yes.
She was, I was in the facility, and she was with her in and out of her program for almost 7 years.
Wow.
And we got really close with her family, her children as well. And now that mother is not only sober, she's also running her own shelter in another county. That's
incredible.
Because we touched her life so much that that's how people can impact a positive turn.
Yeah.
Because she thought that she couldn't get out. And she was the worst case. I will say this, the worst case I've ever seen when I was at Families in Crisis, where she's a Caucasian woman, and she come in bruised so much, it was black all over. And and I don't care to say this because I love her. I stood in front of the door at midnight. Me and her went at it. We were yelling at each other. Go, you're not leaving this time. I'm not letting you. And she didn't. And that was like the last. Everybody had their, talk with her. And now she is doing great. Her kids are doing great. She's, like I said, running her own facility now. She's telling women that you can beat this.
Yeah.
And so, with that said, if you need help, contact Christy and them at their crisis line. It's 931-473-6221, and they will help you with anything you need. Whether it's you or, somebody that's in need, call them. Because I also think that sometimes the person watching somebody getting abused may need help.
Yeah.
And that's why you would call them. And so before I let you go, because I know we have a lot of events coming on, we have talked.
I'm so tired already.
I know you are. And it's already like almost 9:30. So I do know that this Friday, I didn't write it down on my calendar. Tomorrow at 5:00 is the Steve Goolsby benefit at the Viola Community Center.
Yay!
So from 5 to 6 or 6:15ish, please come out. They're serving chili, potluck, and soup. And they're going
Now,
to
I saw something on Facebook that they're still needing desserts. Did they say anything about that?
We talked about last night. So yes, they did say
Okay.
we still need some desserts.
Okay.
So with that, we're hoping to have at least 80. We're planning on 80 or more.
Oh, good. Okay.
That's in my head. I just keep seeing 80. So I go with my gut.
All right.
So with that said, come and eat, enjoy. It's $10 a plate, and then sit down in the Viola, the old gym, and you're going to see. It's going to be a dinner and a show essentially. The On the Road Again show is going to perform.
Oh, they're good.
Yep, we're going to have 16 acts, and of course all the amazing ones. I will not be in it this year. I'm helping out, making sure. So we're taking cash, and we're doing Venmo tomorrow.
Okay.
So if you don't have the cash, we do have the Venmo. We also have 2 things up for grabs that you have a chance to win a Blackstone grill or a 1022 Ruger rifle.
Ooh,
So
those
you
are
got
good
options.
prizes.
And the Blackstone grill is $5 a ticket. And then the gun is going to be a donation of $10 a ticket. So make sure you come out. Steve Goolsby, long story short on his story, he got diagnosed with COVID back in March, and they didn't check his sugar levels because he is also a diabetic. And once they gave him all the medicines and the shot, he went into a diabetic
Coma
issue,
situation. Yeah.
shock
they
or
elevated it.
something.
Yeah.
And so his oxygen levels went down significantly. So he was in the intensive care and in Nashville. But now he's at home, and he's slowly progressing back to what I say, the old Steve Goolsby that people know.
Well, that's a lot to recover from.
It is. But with that said, I say this all the time because we talk, and I know everybody's like, we talk so much about money. But again, even though we have sicknesses, illnesses, deaths, whatever, the bills never stop.
Mm-mm.
And Steve was the main proprietor on paying all these bills. So when his work slowed down, the bills piled up.
Yeah.
So with this is just going to help him not be in so much debt or out of debt. One of the two is my hope.
Because that stress will delay healing.
It will. And so with that said, if you can come out and donate, please do. If not, I will be making a post today about it. You can make a monetary donation today and tomorrow, vis-a-vis whether you come meet me somewhere or if you do the Venmo, scan my QR code. But just make sure you put on there for Steve Goolsby benefit, so I know where it's going to go. But again, so much has been going on this week.
Yes.
That's going on Friday. Saturday morning, let's start it off with the grand opening at Elegant Dog Spa or Day Spa. It's a dog grooming place, but they have other businesses opening up, and it's called Practical Magic Finds. The grand opening is going to be on Saturday morning, kicking off at 8 a.m. You're welcome to go and just see what it's all about. They have martial arts there too. They have the dog grooming. They have a clothing, and they have the practical magic. And they have also just introducing, which I don't know what that part of the store is going to be called, but they have gowns and stuff for,
I saw that when I was in there. When I went to go pick up your dogs that day.
I appreciate
They were
that.
beautiful dresses.
Yeah.
I was kind of going, could I just wear that downtown? I don't know.
I know, right? You could. We could have a fancy day. Why
Just
not?
stroll down the street in a
Why
ball
not?
gown. I don't think anybody would be surprised at this point if I
No,
did that.
not with me either. Like if I did something like that, I don't think with me either.
Yeah.
I want to go to my events. Hold on. That's around me because there's just so much. So again, we've already talked about it, but it's called Spring Into Action Furniture Drive for Families in Crisis that they're partnering up with McMinnville Moving and Storage. Also, the big thing David's always been a part of, Tunnels to Tower is on Saturday night. It's the 5K run and walk that starts at the Warren County High School, and it's at 6:30.
This is inspiring. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I could just talk about this because I don't wear makeup there because I will come out just tears. I mean, people show up in full turnout gear,
Mhm.
because what this is it started as a foundation to help with the survivors and the families of the victims of 9/11. And diabetic shock. Chris is on it. Anyway, sorry,
It's
ADD.
Missy's son. Go ahead.
It is a nonprofit organization. The
Mhm.
last I checked, there was nobody on the payroll. This is all
No.
strictly volunteers, which
Yes.
I mean, that's incredible. So the money does strictly go to the cause.
Mhm.
They have now taken on veteran services.
Mhm.
So now it's not just the 9/11 survivors, but they're getting, like, if a vet comes home and he's disabled now, then they help with housing to make sure he's in a home that could help with whatever
Electricity,
whatever his house is.
medical bills.
So, but when you get there, they have an entire wall of all of the first responders who passed on 9/11, and you pick a person
Yeah.
and you clip them to your shirt, and they run with you.
Yeah.
And
I think
David
that's
still
amazing.
has his badge from last year. It's
I
hanging
have
down
all
in his
5 of
office.
mine.
It's
4 or 5.
it's an emotional day, and it's wonderful, and I'm so proud of my husband for doing this.
Mhm.
It's a great cause. He's a vet. For those who don't know, my husband is a vet also. We work a lot with vets. One of my best friends is a vet, and is struggling right now to actually get benefits. But anything that can help them, I think, is
It's
just
just-
is wonderful.
And another
Wonderful.
cool thing is that this is the only Tunnels to Tower in Middle Tennessee. And we get a lot of people in Tennessee
Yes,
showing up for this event.
it's a madhouse out
It
there.
is a
It's
mad.
great.
It's great.
though.
Joey and them have started something amazing,
yes,
I think, for our community. And remember, when people are doing these fundraisers, it's not all just about donating. It's also about giving back to the community.
it is.
Because when these people come and visit, they're eating at our shops, staying at our Airbnbs or,
hotels, yes.
And they're shopping at our stores.
Speaking of hotels, did you see that the Best Western is officially named the Tree City Inn now? It
I
is
did.
switched over, so we've
Good
got.
job, Kevel.
Yay! Thank you, Cavill.
Yeah.
So now there's the coffee house in there, there's the bar in there, the hotel switched over. So anyway,
It's
sorry.
just, no, I know. It's a
Side
good-
topic, but I just thought
Okay.
that was so exciting.
Mhm.
And he's done a great job remodeling that whole hotel. It doesn't even look the same.
It does, and it looks great.
It looks amazing. But anyway, so even if you don't want to participate in Tunnels to Towers, come out.
Yeah.
Food is served.
Yep.
I don't know who else is going to be out there this year, but and if not, nothing else, just cheer them on. I was sitting outside McMinnville Antiques and More in Kimmy's Tea Room the other day, and this guy goes by, firefighter, full gear, jogging down the road in the heat, and I knew exactly what he was training for. So I went ahead and just started cheering him on. I'm like, yes, get it.
That's awesome.
It's
Because they
awesome.
always, that's another thing is when you go to the Tunnels Tower, you will see these guys, most of them dressed up head to toe, just like the people, that they do on a daily basis.
Well, yeah. I mean, you have to think they were climbing those stairs in all of that gear, and that's heavy gear. I just can't even imagine. I can barely get up the stairs in my pajamas. I can't imagine putting on that heavy gear and trying to get up
Yeah.
all those stairs. That just exhausts me. And
Yeah.
God bless them for that.
And they
But-
usually do that every morning, too, as well on 9/11.
yeah.
Joey and I don't know which group, but a bunch of guys get together that are firefighters, and they get dressed up and they go over to Beersheba Towers
Oh wow.
and they go all the way up to the flight. Yeah. It's a whole
Oh,
thing.
I didn't know about that. I may have to go check
Yeah.
that out because I'd love to
I've
see
seen
that.
the anthem before they go and they go up. Yeah. It's
That's,
really neat.
that's wild.
And the other thing I will want to say before we move on, because there's so much to talk
There's
about.
so much.
There's so much. Educate your kids, because this reminded me of my son moment. My son was like 2 years ago. He goes, why do we go to, what's 9/11? What's Tunnels to Towers?
Yeah.
And so 2 years ago, and I know some people are going to be like, I can't believe you played on that, but I'm his mother and I get to decide what I show him. I played him the YouTube video of the mix of the people that called on the airplanes to their families.
Yes.
And he's like, Mom, am I hearing this right? Are they calling before the plane's crashing?
Yeah.
Are they calling their husband and talking to their
heartbreaking.
babies? And I was like, yeah. He was like, knowing that they're about to die? I was like, yeah. And he started crying. And he said at the end of it, he was like, why would somebody want to do that to any human being? He said, no matter what color you are, what age you are, what what he even said, what religion you believe in. This was 2 years ago. Why would somebody want to get on a plane and kill all those innocent people? What did they do? What did they do to deserve that? And I said, they didn't deserve that. And I said, and I wanted you to know this so you know how to treat people, because you never know what not smiling at somebody, not saying howdy to somebody could change their whole day.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know what they're going through.
That's correct.
I mean, that's why, I'm always, hey, how are you? I mean, you don't know what they're going through. And that simple gesture. I actually have a shirt that on the back it says, hey, you behind me, the world is a better place with you in it. And I've had so many people come up to me and hug me after wearing that shirt. And it's just
a t-shirt.
It's just a shirt. It's just being a good human. Kindergarten stuff. I think we've lost sight of that.
Yeah.
And I was personally affected with 9/11. My stepdad was in New York, and when 9/11 happened,
You're so well connected.
I know.
I'm like, can you just come on every day?
We got him, but the guy I was dating at the time, his brother worked in New York and was actually in that area. He had to walk out, and it was, I don't remember, it was like 20 something hours before we heard from him. We had no idea.
Oh my God.
It was
scary.
It was terrifying. And I mean, I remember I thought, because I was at home with the guy at that time, and I thought it was a movie. I was like, what movie are you watching? And he's like, I'm not. This is really happening.
Yeah.
I'm like,
In
there's
real
no
time. You
way
watched it
this
in
is
real time,
happening.
too.
Who has the audacity to attack the United States? I mean, what were you thinking?
Yeah, I agree. Because everything stopped that day.
Oh, yeah.
We were in second period in English class, junior year, and the TVs just turned on, and the principal at the time said, pay attention to the screen. This is happening right now.
Yeah.
And everybody stopped. And when the first plane hit, that's when we knew this is not a joke.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy crap.
Because we didn't know what was happening. Nobody knew why, if it was an accident. I mean, it was horrible. And every election since then that I voted in, when it comes to deciding on the president, I think, God, if this was to happen again, fingers crossed it doesn't, would this president handle this situation? Could he handle it? And that's how I decide. That is my final deciding on who to vote for as president, is whether or not I think that person, based on the information I have, could handle that situation.
I agree.
And I mean, it was one of those moments in history that just completely changed you. There is a YouTube video. It's the one that I cry at every year, but it's set to music, but it's and I don't know if it's an actual person or if it's just a scenario, but it's a little girl who writes to her dad, a letter to her dad. Do you see me? This year I graduated kindergarten. Do you see me see, I'm getting chill bumps already. I'm going to start crying.
Don't cry.
I'm not going to cry. Anyway, but it's a beautiful YouTube video. And it's just, I graduated high school. Let me see if I could track it down. Because I mean, it'll come up in my memories, but it's such a beautiful tribute, because I think that's the best we've been as Americans, is in the days. I would love to get back to that, to who we were as Americans. We were united. We were helping each other out. It wasn't individuals. We were all in this together. Yeah. And I miss that America. I don't wish that to ever happen again. But if we could get back to the place where we were as Americans after that happened, we were in the best place we could have been in.
All right.
Anyway.
So, moving on to happier times.
Yes.
The earth is still moving. Thursday, well, let me go this way, go down, because I just saw this. This Saturday is also the Ultimate Elvis Concert, starring Cody Dina, whatever, I can't say his last name. But Duke was talking about. It is this Saturday as well. Also going on throughout the week until June 1st is the big Yeehaw sale over at Western Farm Girl.
Oh.
Yeah. And then,
she has got some cute stuff. It is not my style, but I wish I had the body to wear that stuff, because it is adorable.
And then, not to forget, coming up in the next Saturday, of course, is the second Saturday event. If you haven't gone to those, you should.
Oh, so much fun.
Followed by the Tire Mart with its second Saturday. They're doing a cars and coffee meet. They've been doing that, which I think is really neat. It's something new they started for second Saturdays. So they can have classic cars and stuff. I think it's neat. And then as I scroll back up, because it doesn't put these in order like I think it should,
Yeah.
but whatever. Next Saturday is also the big mud bog in Morrison.
Mm.
So again, if you want to be a part of that, you can. And then also next Thursday is Matt Riffey. He's
Rife.
going to be Rife, whatever.
He's
Right.
hilarious, but he's also a little vulgar. But he's
He
really
is.
funny.
So it's an adult only show.
It's a very adult only, and I'm not talking about like sensitive adults. You've got to have a hard shell to go in there.
And he's going to be at the park.
Ryman Armitage.
Ryman.
We moved to Nashville for a minute. Oh, I
For
would
a
be so
hot
excited
minute.
if Matt was
My
here.
bad. And that is all that I have as of right now. I wanted to double check anything else before I let you guys go. Couple things.
I kind of hope you manifested that by putting that out there that Matt Rife is going
It
to
would be
come to the party,
great, right?
right? She just manifested that.
I manifested that.
Matt be like, "Why am I here?" Kelly
Yeah.
did it.
Quick, do lottery numbers. Let's manifest some lotto numbers. But with that said, if you want to stay in the know, several ways you can do that here. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify. You can join our text club. Text the keyword Warren first at 931-305-0869. You can also be a part of our Warren First newsletter. We have several locations that you can pick up the hard copy, but if you don't want to get the hard copy and you like digital copies, you can also get a digital copy by texting me at 931-305-0869, and we will email you a digital copy of each newsletter.
And if you've not picked up this week's, please do so, because I mean it's incredible. It was all about Memorial Day
Yes,
and
specifically.
and the people who have served here in Warren County and
And
paying
the wars
tribute to
they
them.
died. And mhm.
It is a beautiful copy. It's definitely a collectible copy. It's something you would definitely want to keep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I will
wonderful.
also say, if you missed the Memorial Day program at the airport here in Warren County, we actually reported that live and recorded everything live. So if you want to see that back, you can go just follow it. You can watch the video once again. And also, too, I have to say this. And also there's one more event I almost forgot. Because I was just notified about this yesterday and I could not find it. Tonight, under the farmer's market, there's going to be a meet and greet with Paul Sherrill.
and
Thank you. I almost forgot.
Cameron Sexton, who is
Speaker.
thank you.
Thank you, audience in the back.
Thank you, Peanut Gallery. Sorry. I knew it, but I could my brain was not gonna
This
tell
is
me.
why me and
Sorry,
Jim
Mr.
work
Sexton.
so well together. He knew the right stuff to say, and I just remembered, the other random.
Right, yeah.
And so it always works.
That was nothing against you, Mr. Sexton. If you're
No.
watching this, I swear I knew who
No,
you were. I
absolutely
just
not.
my brain forgot for a
But
minute.
from what I've been told, him and Paul Sherrill will be here, and some other big potential names are going to be gracing their presence at the farmer's market tonight.
Yes.
And I do apologize. It is my show. We'll just hold on one second.
Oh.
I'm just going to look up Paul Sherrill's page real fast.
Please hold for this
'Cause-
brief commercial announcement.
Well, see, Paul Sherrill.
I know.
Let's see. There it is. State representative. I forgot to type that in. Let's see. There's that one. There's that one. Okay. It's a fundraiser reception to support Representative Paul Sherrill, the Republican candidate for the 43rd District for Warren and White counties. Special guest House Speaker Cameron Sexton will be there. Please, and it says any donations are greatly appreciated. It's going to be today, 2:30 to 5 p.m. at the Warren County's Farmers Market.
Okay.
So, I'll share that to our page as well while I'm thinking about it.
Hey, you know what else starts next week, Kelly?
What?
It's Main Street Live.
It
Year
is.
20. It's TC Bryant Band. I'm telling you, if you've never come out and seen them, they put on a show.
They do.
They are so much fun.
I want them to do the fair one year. I'm putting out.
They were opening.
They
opened.
I know they opened. I want them to do the fair.
Fair board.
I'm throwing it out there.
Yeah, manifest that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We're just
try.
manifesting everything.
I'm gonna be so manifested. I'm gonna be dry. I'm gonna be like, I can't move anymore. But with that said, if you want to stay in the know, please message us at 931-305-0869. If you want to advertise with us, we have Ever So Growing, our newsletter, and the advertisement with that We have prices out there. We also are doing yard sale ads. They just started up last week. And so we got a new one, 2 new ones next week. It's $5 a
Good.
day. If you're interested in it, Facebook me, message me, and I'll get you the information out there how to get a part of that. Also, be looking out if you're not a part of our text club or follow us on social medias. Walker, we have so much stuff going on. Walker has started a Warren First 931 book club. If you love reading, if you struggle in reading, and Walker will tell you he struggles at reading, he's going to start that in June, not next week, but the following. And we're going to be off the 2 weeks for TCAP, or not TCAP. What's it called? Oh,
Vacation?
Young Scholars. YSI.
YSI, there we go.
YSI. I don't call it TCAP. Don't ask. But with it,
Alphabet
Sure,
soup.
Sure. But with that said, he wanted to start something like that. So whether you're struggling or not, he would like to do a little book club and get together with friends and stuff like that.
I think that'd be good. Make new friends.
And part of that, we're also putting out there that Pizza Hut is doing a camp book it program. And yes.
I want to go.
And so you scan the QR code, and for the month of June, as you're reading, you just type in, I guess, what you're reading, and you're going to get like some free stuff from them or a personal pen.
Is it adults too? Because I was queen of the Book It Club back in the
You
day.
can scan the code and see if it works for
Oh,
you.
well, okay.
You can just say, Melody's in the car. I'm just getting the pizza for her. But with that said, we have a ton of new things opening on a daily here, new projects every so often. So please be watchful. Please be watching. If you would like to be a part of our newsletter, Stopping Point, let us know. If you want to advertise, let us know. If you have something that the community is lacking, let us know. Because that's what this company or my brand is all about,
Yeah.
is Warren First. I want to keep Warren first.
And let everybody know about the kids. You know, we really do have a lot going on for a small town.
We do.
And I love that. We're kicking it. And
We
just
are.
wait till 4th of July. I've already seen some of the fireworks schedules. Holy cow.
It's going to be a lot, and I know it all starts. Actually, the first one that I'm aware of is June 29th. But we'll get into that later because I got to go. We still have
Okay.
more stuff to do and little time to do it.
Yes.
But we've been on for a good solid hour. So, again, Warren County,
Time flies when you're having fun.
it is. Remember, Warren
I got
County,
it this time.
keep it first. Yeah. Let's do it.